Hello everybody and welcome back again to Dragon Age Inquisition. We are still in Stonebear Hold and...
colder than it should.
Okay. And today I want to finish as many side quests as possible. If I can, I would like to finish them all actually. And also explore the places of the map where I haven't been yet. Because we can already start the assault on that the Winter Fortress, which seems to be more or less the end game of the DLC, and I have been advised to do everything else before, not just by the game itself, who told me that, but also in the comments. So, oh Cole, you are a little bit in trouble. So yeah, I'm going to try to finish as many of this as possible, and we're going to start this by talking to the Augur again about the skulls that we found in that swamp.
Lowlanders from the north.
Where exactly was he again? I think up here. Also, there seems to be a quest right over here. I think this is just because Svada is sitting below this. Okay, let's go and speak to the Augur.
Be welcome.
So, someone's used bones and magic.
I found skulls with spells on them left out by the Hackonites. What are they trying to do?
Skulls. So, bones. Magic cloaked in blood. Stone hidden lie the tales of this hold. Here's the means to find them. Return when you've seen all the god runes, and I'll tell you why the Jaws of Hakon did this.
You can't tell me no.
Why not just say what's going on?
Because you hail from the lowlands. If you'd know more about the Avar, put some effort in the knowing. Besides, those runes took me months to carve.
Okay. Okay.
I should be
Fair
off.
enough.
Farewell.
Use Veilfire to learn more about Avar magic. Okay. Mind if I borrow your Veilfire then? So, but where would I even look for that? I mean, it's usually in places that are sort of dark. So I'm going to look around a little bit to see if I can find any ruins. Alright, apparently this is where I'm to look for the ruins. And yeah, I see something. The Death. An elaborate group of Veilfire glyphs flicker to life. There is an impression of a great battle in the distant past. The spirit protectively watches over Avar from Stonebear Hold as they corner a rival group of Avar in a forest. They join in battle, and the spirit turns aside blades to protect the Stonebear warriors. There is a snap of arrows, a lash of magic. The rival Avar fall, but so does the spirit. The sensation fade. Okay. The morning. The Veilfire ignites a complicated tangle of glyphs. There is an impression of morning. Avar from Stonebear Hold pray and sacrifice to the spirit destroyed in the last battle. There is a sensation of months passing. The prayers are not forgotten. The vision fades. The return. As the last group of glyphs light with Veilfire, there is a sensation of excitement and anticipation. An Avar Hold celebrates a night festival around an altar piled high with food and drink. The Thane begins a song. The Hold joins in. The song grows louder and faster. It goes for hours. As the sun rises, a blazing spirit appears above the altar. It has the name of the spirit that fell in battle. It is both the same spirit and a different one at the same time. There is an ear-splitting roar of triumph, welcome, something more. From the gathered Avar, the vision fades. Okay, okay. This kind of aligns with what he's been telling us before, that they kind of invoke spirits in battle, and that they can die, but that they can sometimes return in some form or the other. Anyway, let's go back to the Augur and tell him what we learned.
The Augur's saying blood will spill before the new moon.
Let the Jaws of Hakon try some. They know whose ground this is.
Alright, I found your nice glyphs.
Be welcome.
So, I read all the Veilfire runes.
I found all the Veilfire runes around the village.
What did you take as the purpose of the tale?
I didn't understand it. I guess saying renewal would kind of fit what I've been reading there.
It was about your gods returning, but in different forms.
One of our oldest stories. Taught to us as children by the Skalds. Mountains crack, forests burn. The gods change and die. Hakon's followers want him alive as he was. They will not let him die and return as he should. The blood magic was to hide the jaws of Hakon's deed from other gods.
So they fear your other gods?
They have powerful magic. Why are the Jaws of Hakon afraid of other spirits?
The jaws of Hakon turn their backs on all other gods that ever helped their hold. It is not fear that drives them. They hide their deeds from shame.
Okay. Alright.
I should be off.
Farewell.
That was actually quite insightful, and it gave me more approval. Okay. Yeah, I don't need the Veilfire anymore. So, I guess we're done in the hold for now, so I'm now ready to tackle all the other quests. And the first thing that I'm going to do is, I will return to the island, because apparently I actually missed something over there. As I've been told in the comments. So I'm going back there and see if I can find it. Some cave with gold in it. Oh, I think I found it. Yeah, look at that. That's a lot of gold. Murderous gold. Yeah, maybe let's read this first. Ballad of the Murderous Gold. In darkest of winter, from foulest to winter, we fled with a lifetime of wealth in the hold. The ship's hull was breaching, with no hope of reaching ashore for to live with our murderous gold. But then came the island, the safety of dryland. We struggled to shore to recover our breath. But spirits surrounded us all, had us hounded, and charged us with carrying coin bought with death. The captain, they shouted, had cruelly clouted a servant who died at the treasury door. He soon grew no older, but slipped on a boulder, and shattered his skull, and was worthy no more. The first mate had wrangled, escaped, and had strangled the kindly old guard, for he raised an alarm. He slipped in the rigging, while through the wreck digging, and choked to death, cursing that he had done harm. The lady was bathing, her last look was scathing, as I held her down for the key she did hold. If my fate be drowning, let spirits be frowning, I'll sit on dry land with my murderous gold. Okay, I see. They all died in the same way they killed a person to get the gold. But I'm not sure if this really worked out for you. I mean, you look kinda dead too. Even if you're on dry land. But of course we're still going to take the gold, even if it's apparently cost. What's going on there? What? Those are four level 30 despair demons. How is that even possible? How is that even possible? Yeah, I don't know, and I honestly don't care, because, you know, assuming a level that's even above my own maximum level cap is kinda cheaty, so I'm just going to tell you to suck it and take a rift to the face. And just in case that doesn't take care of you, you can also take the static cage as well. There we go. That worked a lot better than I expected. Beautiful. That is amazing. Yeah, that didn't really help you, that high level. Kind of funny. Worked so hard to get to level 30, and then you just ran into the only person in the world who can open rifts. That is kind of tragic. But yeah, let's pick up the rest of our gold. Now that this problem is dealt with, and then we can be on our way again, I suppose. Alright, I think that's all of it. Okay, yeah, let's go back to the mainland.
We'll need to
Alright,
look
so
around.
There's something here to find. Oh, it may be on top of this. Yeah, I think it is.
There's a lot of loose stone here. And an Avar axe.
Looks like the start of a trail.
The woman at the beach said her cousin Runa went climbing. Maybe this is where she began.
Okay, and... Oh, so we need to follow this trail. Okay, okay, let's move on.
I think our mountain climber was here.
It's a hill, not a mountain. Or will it be a mountain one day?
I don't think that's how it works. It usually works the other way around. Unless we have some very strong tectonic activity. Cool. Anyway, where do I need to go next? Okay, apparently it's very close by.
Over there. Just in time!
Oh,
Join the fray! The fight's a worthy one!
Alright, I'm going to help you. It's another Gorgot, okay. I can deal with Gorgots. Let me get a better camera angle here.
Down you go!
There we go. So, are you alright?
Well thought. I'd heard lowlanders were about. You'd be the Inquisitor, from the hand.
Your cousin was looking for you.
Oh? Oh! The fishing! I was to help Lena with the fishing. I must make an offering to the gods first. Shall I give your names in the prayer?
What kind of offering?
What's an offering prayer?
I've climbed this hill 1,000 times. Today, it was as if a wind from the spirits lifted me. I was going to thank the gods with a brace of nugs. That beast must have scented the meat.
So you give meat to the gods?
You offer meat to... spirits.
The Lady of the Skies sends her birds, and Korth Mountain Father sends his wolves and bears. They wouldn't normally hear the prayer of a lowlander, but since you helped in the fight, I'll speak for you.
Alright. Yeah, sure, include me in your prayers. Can't hurt, right?
I'd be honored to be mentioned in your offering.
The spirits will remember.
It is nice to be remembered.
It's wise. Sometimes the spirit's attention can linger.
Well... It's not like we're going to... I don't know... summon it. Permanently. So, what are you going to do now?
The lady keeps the skies, where blows the morning wind. Korth grants mountain shelter, Hakon blooded hide and bone. Take this gift from Runa Learsdotten, and the Inquisitor from the lands below.
I just felt something.
A blessing? That's a good sign. You bring fine luck, Herald.
Well, I didn't expect it to just pop up.
We've been favored. The gods don't always appear. I'll tell Lena this tale. Perhaps a good story will put a smile on her face.
Alright, well, that actually worked out pretty well. It got me extra strength. And we have another astrarium. Okay, let's have a look. One, two, three, four, five, 6. But this one has 3. And that one has 3. Okay, let's start over here maybe. And we need to finish in the middle. So let's see what we can do here. Yeah, this should work out. Apparently. Oh, I connected the wrong one. Yeah, okay. But other than that, I think this was fine. So let's do this again. I need to go here first, and then... no, I think I actually went down again first, like so. And I need to connect this one over here. There we go. Constellation Belenas. According to our legend, Kor the Mountain Father kept his throne at the peak of the mountain Belenas, which lay at the center of the world and was so lofty that from it he could see all the corners of the earth and sky. Over time, bold young Ava would challenge each other to scale the mountain of the gods. At first, Kor found this amusing, and he delighted in the valor and their failed attempts to enter his hold. Then Sindri Skybreaker, boldest of the heroes of old, succeeded in climbing to the summit and stood in the hall of the Mountain Father in the flesh. Korth, being a good sport, gave Sindri a hero's welcome, and the mortal returned to the Frostbacks with tales of the feast of gods and gifts from Korth, and soon more and more heroes were barging into the hall of the Mountain Father, demanding to be showered with honors. Korth grew weary of throwing banquets, and the other gods began to fear his temper. So Korth spoke to the Lady of the Skies and lifted Belenas from the earth into her realm, which could not be reached even by the most intrepid climber, and there he dwells in peace, from a study of the Dosian astronomy by Sisters Oren Petrachius. You know, this is actually kind of interesting, because in a sense it has the same motive as the story about the Magisters breaking into the Golden City. You know, basically mortals trying to reach the abode of a god, and with the same result. In case of the Maker, he kind of retreated from the world and is no longer reachable by humans. And Korth also changed his place of residence so that he couldn't be reached anymore. Although, I mean, this story sounds a lot, well, more innocent and more harmless. It doesn't have this whole moral baggage attached to it about sin and, you know, the evil magisters that drove the god away from the mortals. It's almost a little bit playful, you know. The god was a good sport, and at first he threw banquets for all those people, but after a while he just got annoyed by it, so that's why he went away, and it doesn't have this whole moral overtone to it. So that's really interesting. And that should be the second astrarium of 3.
Demons still scare you, dear? After all we've been through? Might you have suffered some form of injury as a child?
You and yours are the broken ones.
Because I have been trained not to be afraid.
Being scared of things that are scary is normal. Your training is the weird thing. Ask anyone who's not one of you. It's like you're scabbed over or something. Makes me wonder what else you don't feel.
I feel everything in the proper measure.
Right, because you're normal. Just ask you.
Well, I think those two don't really like each other. Oh, what's going on here? Grandin's orders. A brief note followed by a rough map of the area with the key points marked. Grandin, details are below. We need to keep to our patrol. It will allow us the upper hand. I understand where you're coming from. Word has been sent to Jay's family, I promise you. Whoever did this will face justice. Harding.
Orders for Grandin.
Undead Hackenites. Hope he hasn't run into more trouble.
Right, this was a person who was upset because the Hackenites killed killed his friend. Also, there's a new quest marker nearby. Maybe I want to have a look at that first.
Inquisitor.
Who are you?
Are those herb wards? Those could assist the soldiers. I take it you've met Baron de Mortizan?
And you
Yeah.
are?
Dunwich, your worship. The Master's scribe.
De Mortizan said you were dead.
I'm merely late, sir. I was not to return until I'd gathered evidence on the Nox Morta.
How did you get this job?
How did you get involved in all this?
I've been the Master's scribe these past 10 years. The Baron has made a study of a number of creatures. I'm assured my assistance is invaluable.
So, and what exactly do you need evidence for?
You're gathering evidence on a...
The Nox Morta. I was to set out apparatus for gathering information on the beast. Retrieving it proved difficult. Gurguts. If you're out here anyway, your worship, I can inform you that the Baron's pockets are deep. He would no doubt appreciate any efforts made on his behalf.
So what is this creature?
What is the Nox Morta exactly?
A skulking beast the Master believes lies somewhere in the basin.
That's not very specific.
I'm afraid specificity eludes us, sir. Officially, the beast remains undiscovered and unwitnessed.
Alright, goodbye
I should
then.
be going.
Very good, sir.
Okay. Retrieve evidence for the Nox Morta. Huh, alright.
Ooh, scary herbs. And it's working. Well, great.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just going to place these wards and see what comes out of it. And yeah, I'm still following the trail of this scout that got lost, Brandon. So let's see if we can't find the next trail marker. Oh,
The veil
Another
is
Hacknite.
wobbly here.
You sure it isn't wibbly?
What? Let me check. Sensing. Sensy. Definitely wobbly.
and how does this relate to the dead Hacknite that we just found? I don't know. I think my soldiers can take care of a few spiders, right? Anyway, I need to continue follow this trail apparently. So let's move on.
3 keys to locks that have been changed, a schedule for a journey not taken, and 2 names of servants no longer employed.
I don't know what you're on about.
The now useless items passed to you by those in my employ. I do hope you have alternate plans for the evening.
Joke's on you. I only had 1 key.
This is kind of strange. My companions haven't been talking for quite some time, and now they just won't stop talking. Now that's interesting. And another dead Hacknite. Okay, apparently I just need to follow this even further. Oh!
These were Hacknites.
One of our soldiers has been through here. That dagger bears the Inquisition crest.
Well... Okay. Read carving. A warning, a message scrawled in a shaky hand. Blood spilled will be answered. The jaws of Hacken will answer. Oh, did our scout like go off on a mission of vengeance? Something like that? Probably. Huh. Well, that can only end poorly. Oh, I see another ocularum, and I still need more shards. So let me check this out first before I continue on this trail. Also, apparently there is another quest over here. Hello? Sigrid the Exile?
No, no, no!
I cannot have guests, lowlanders, even those who don't hail from the hold.
What are you doing here?
Who are you? And why are you out here?
If I tell you, will you leave me be?
There's a first time for everything.
I am Sigrid Gulsdotten, Augur's apprentice. I exiled myself from Stonebear Hold.
You exiled yourself?
Aye, I did. And my tongue will say no more on that.
In exile. Learn more about Sigrid from someone in the hold. Okay, sure. Because when we're being told to leave someone alone, that's obviously the last thing that we're going to do. Anyway, let me use the ocularum, and then we're going to continue our search for Grandin. And that's our last astrarium. Perfect. Oh, wow. That's a bunch of stars to connect. Let me have a look. This one has an uneven number. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this has this has 4 as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I guess I'm going to start with this one. It's the only one with an uneven number that I can see at the moment. Okay. Where is that star even? I guess it would be this one, right? Oh dear. This can only go wrong. Okay. Now maybe let's take care of this side. And yeah, this isn't going to work. Yeah, this has an uneven number as well, so I need to end there. Okay. Okay. Let's try this again. Okay. So far, so well. Okay, I think this is looking good. Don't mess it up now. I need to have it end at this point. Yeah, I think this should work. There we go. Well, this was kind of difficult. Fulminous. Commonly known as the Thunderbolt, the constellation Fulminous depicts a bolt of lightning thrown by a wrathful god. Which god has always been a matter of dispute. Each of the old gods of Tevinter has been credited as the thrower, with the target being anything from the lost city of Barrandor to a jester who made a particularly heinous pun. Okay. And that should... okay, I think I actually saw this cave before at some point, so I can pick this up later. But first of all, let's continue on our trail. And yeah, we're going to pick up the shards while we're at it. This whole quest just seems like some sort of excuse to make you actually explore this place. Oh, well, deal with a scout Grandin? What? What's going on? Is he inside here? Ancient culvert.
The Inquisition soldier. Grandin.
Be cautious. Something feels wrong.
Uh-huh, yeah.
Inquisitor, I've abandoned my post, haven't I? I had cause, just missing the permission part.
Harding told us about your friend Jace.
He was studying at the university. Those Hakon bastards. Jace wasn't a soldier. He wasn't even armed. After this, he was going to show me Val Royeaux. I've never been. I thought we might... I can't let this happen.
Yeah, I'm sorry for that.
I'm sorry, Grandin.
I wasn't a soldier either, not before this. I lived in the Circle. Never had the skill for combat spells, so I picked up a sword. I wanted to fight for the Inquisition. The jaws of Hakon almost ended that, too. I was bleeding out when it saw me. It knows what I know. They will not kill more people.
Oh,
not
dear.
like Jace. I will protect them, Inquisitor.
Yeah, apparently he's not quite in his own mind anymore, I think.
It doesn't have to be this way. Release Grandin's spirit.
Release? The spirit remains because I want it to. I will protect our people. I want to fight, Inquisitor.
Surf as you are. I'm not sure. He just, you know, cut through all those Hackonites and he's apparently not following orders anymore. So that's not a good thing. So I fear we need to deal with that demon.
You're not walking out of here, demon.
If you stop me, then I cannot stop them. I won't allow it.
Oh dear. Okay, so Scout Brandon. Well, some sort of rage demon apparently. Alright. Let me take a walking fortress. And oh, he has barrier. Well, we can dispel that though. Huh. Okay. And let's continue. Get out of the way, maybe. Pretty tough one, though. Well, Freya is more or less impervious to fire, though. Look at that. She didn't take any damage at all from that. I wish I had some ice spells on me right now. So at this point we really can only pummel it to death. And barrier again. Let's dispel that. And maybe you can throw some bees at it. Also, I mean, your focus ability isn't completely filled, but I suppose you can still use it to its current extent. Alright, that did at least some damage. Okay, let's continue. Can't even exit the cave until we defeat it because there's a barrier in front of the cave now, it seems. Interesting. Whoa! And we could use another dispel. There we go. That only dispels part of the barrier though. But it's better than nothing, I suppose. I think we're finally getting somewhere here. I guess you can give us another bee grenade. There we go. And this is kind of hard to see what's going on because it's so close quarters, and we could use another dispel. There we go. Let me try to get a better camera angle on that thing. And let's just throw all the grenades at it. Okay, barrier is down again, and I think we should be able to kill it now before it throws up another barrier. Yeah. What a mess.
Poor lad.
Alright.
Stupid demons and what they friggin' do.
Yeah, let's pick up the remains of our scout. We get a fire rune from it anyway. Okay, so have we finished this quest? Oh, I need to report it to Harding. All right, I will do that later. A half-chewed label. A half-chewed label clings to the apparatus. The remaining text has blurred beneath a coat of jewel. The attempt, recorded for posterity at the behest of, would be lost in the endeavor. Forward, the property of...
This, whatever it is, it must be what Dalmortizan wanted.
Rather chewed upon.
Okay, so we found the evidence for the Nox Morta, and I still need to place one of those herb wards, so I'm going to do that, and then I will return the evidence to him. Alright, it seems that I found my last shard, and not only that, I just picked up another quest. They came from somewhere else. A series of papers were found in the Frostback Basin. They appear to outline some sort of conspiracy. Apparently I need to requisition a book now. I believe I got this quest because I collected all those codex entries on the mysteries of the Frostback Basin, so this is something to have a look at. But I'm still looking for the last lure that I have to place. Oh well, it's not a lure, it's a ward, but you know what I mean.
That Dunwich yet lives while I was so certain of his passing. The Maker smiles on this endeavor.
Yes, about the Nox Morta.
Your scribe, Dunwich, mentioned something called the Nox Morta.
Ah, yes. I have yet to lay eyes upon it. Pray do not request details so soon. Not when concrete evidence lies yet unturned.
Yeah, but I have evidence for you.
I've evidence of your Nox Morta, I think.
Yes. To observe the mark of the teeth. Let me see. Gurgut and Gurgut. But this, a beast unclassified and interested in the bait presented. What lies before us is an opportunity to greet the unknowable. Yet I confess fear, knowing I lack the skill to confront it. Surely Andraste's herald does not share my limitation. If you would take the bait and confirm its existence, I would be in the Inquisition's debt.
Sure, but tell me about the Nox Morta first.
What can you tell me about Nox Morta?
Mere scraps of knowledge gleaned from bloodstained papers. They speak of a creature enamored of shadow lurking in the darkest places. Silence pays it favor, concealing its odd bulk until a stretched mouth takes its prey. Of course, some of my colleagues deem the beast a mere fancy.
Alright. Well, maybe I can find it.
I should go.
Inquisitor.
Bait the Nox Morta. Oh, it's down there somewhere. Well, I will take care of this as well. But I have all the shards, so I can actually go and open whatever it is. So let's go there and check that out.
Eat it! Ate it!
This should be enough for the offering.
So give it to the hold and make Finn's life shit? Or give it to Finn? We help him. Not ask him. Do it.
We've been permitted to bend tradition. It may be best to tread carefully.
Well, I don't know. I have to think about that. So yeah, we have killed all the fate-touched creatures apparently. But where's the corpse of this fate-touched spider? Apparently didn't actually drop anything fate-touched. Anyway, the place for where I can use my shards seems to be very close by as well. So I'm going to have a look at that next. Well, these corpses drop some pretty neat stuff. Okay, yeah, there seems to be a cave over here. Ah, I see, I see. Let's open it. Explore the chamber. Ooh, accuser's staff. I'll take it all. Oh, and I get even more cold resistance. Well, not saying no to that. Also, let's pick up all the other loot, I suppose. And I guess we can also check out our Astrarium cave, which is somewhere over here, for even more loot. And yeah, I forgot that our camps are sort of up in the air. Seems to be down there somewhere. Let me just jump down. There we go. Yeah, I think it's below us. Also, I mean, this just begs to be walked on, right? How did I... Okay, this is toggle walk. Let's try this. I think I can actually run. Okay. And now, careful. And some loot. Huh. Just some gold. Well, that's a bit disappointing. They could have put something more interesting here, right? Anyway, I already see our Astrarium cave. So let's jump down here.
Safe travel, sir.
Thank you.
I bet you left a trail.
Whatever are you on about now, dear?
What you used to be. Wherever you're from. Little people will know about you.
We all have something we used to be, haven't we, dear? Done things we would rather let die than have known. By all means, escalate, but I will answer in kind, armed with painful history I am sure is better left to your own sad memory.
She's freaking evil, she is.
Yeah, these two guys have a lot of stuff to say to each other, apparently. Anyway, let's have a look inside this. Loot. My loot. Hakon's Honor. A unique sword. Huh. Let me have a look at that. Oh. Well. It's slightly better than what I have. It has a frost rune. I could give it another rune for even more damage against demons. It looks really strange though. I mean, what is this even? Is this made of ice? I also have this sword, which is pretty nice. But I really like my own sword with the added attack and strength and all that. So I don't know, maybe I'll keep my sword for a while longer. Anyway, we're making good progress in clearing up this area. Right, I guess we can have a look at this next. This is a place that what was her name? Colette wanted us to go to. So let's try to make our way there.
Inquisitor?
Alright, there you are.
You may want to see this. Inquisitor!
Okay.
I was going to send word. I found something. This inscription, almost completely faded, but... 2 stood. Felt 60 true before our triumph. A breath in the hunt, and let rest the lowlanders, worthy of the lady's care. The markings and surrounding artifacts date to Ameridan's time. The references and scripts suggest Avar.
What's your theory?
I need to complete a full survey and have Professor Kenrick evaluate the site himself. But this may be a tribute to Heron and Orina, Inquisitor Ameridan's companions.
Alright. How do you know it's them?
What makes you think the inscription refers to Heron and Orina?
It's only a theory, but the age of the markings and surrounding artifacts match the timeline we've established for Ameridan. We know that Ameridan and his companions came into violent contact with the Avar. I found glass fragments in the clay, several with slight veins of discoloration. Blue. Like Templar artifacts.
Templars?
The Templars were a new order in Ameridan's time. Given their small numbers then, few would be found outside the Chantry's reach. It's unusual to find one deep in uncharted territory, unless he traveled here for a purpose, as Heron would have.
Alright. So what happened here?
What happened here?
Ameridan and his companions fought the original Jaws of Hakon. They were outnumbered, but Ameridan had a sworn duty. Could Ameridan and Telana be skilled enough to slip past the Jaws of Hakon? What if someone had to buy them time?
And you think the Avar paid respect to them?
If this is the resting place of Heron and Orina, it only remains because the Avar took time to honor them.
Respect for a worthy adversary? It wouldn't be out of place.
I understand. Yeah, tell me about Heron.
What do you know about Heron?
When the Templar Order was first formed, Sir Heron was among its members. He's arguably the most famous of the original Templars, though he was never one of their leaders. He's better known as one of Inquisitor Ameridan's confidants. They'd known each other since youth.
So, friends.
So they were close. Friends.
When Ameridan was made Inquisitor, Heron's position in his inner circle was assumed. A few ballads about them survive. The type with adventures and happy endings. I don't know if they're true. They remind me of my brothers, though.
Alright. Now tell me about Orina.
What can you tell me about Orina?
Orina was an alchemist in Orzammar. It's said she met Ameridan while dealing with a demon, but it's not known why Ameridan was there. Demons aren't common in the deep roads, but they were a problem for the Inquisition at the time. Arena knew she could help, so she joined Ameridan.
So was she exiled?
If she left Orzammar, that would make her a surfacer.
She turned her back on the stone, though it said she had few regrets. Some claim she was actually from one of Orzammar's noble families, but who can say? She never used her last name on the surface, and once exiled, the family likely struck her name from personal documents. Professor Kenrick petitioned Orzammar's Shaperate to grant access to their records, but the request was turned down.
Alright, so what will you do now?
What will you do with this information?
Professor Kenrick will expect detailed notes on the location, stone and clay samples, and any trace artifacts I can find. If Ameridan's history is compiled, this could be worth an entire chapter. I might get credit on the inside cover.
Well, yeah, good luck with that.
Colette.
Inquisitor.
Okay, an appeal to the Shaperate operation available. Oh, so we can probably ask about that arena, right? Okay, we finished another quest. Colette's note. A series of detailed drawings of the inscription, glass shards and surrounding area follow a handful of neatly written notes. Two stood, felt 60 true before our triumph. A breath in the hand and let rest, the lowland is worthy of the lady's care. Inscription discovered in Tevinter room within Frostback Basin, not Tevinter in origin. Script style and surrounding symbolism mark text as Ava. Writing not widespread in holds, place marked by a leader or augur. Few lowlanders known to be in the area at time. Glass in area likely means Templar presence long past. Samples prepared for Professor Kenrick's opinion. Alright, I hope you're going to get that credit. Yeah, I guess the next step would be to find the Nox Morta, and we still need to report back to Harding, and we have a few more quests in Storm Behold. So let's continue with that. Alright, where is...
Mortizan said to place the bait here. We need to find a good spot.
How long before this Nox Morta takes interest?
I guess we will find out. Wait for the Nox Morta and then kill it.
So now what was that?
Oh, is that is the Nox Morta?
Is that?
It's a giant bugfisher, right? Well, okay. And it has small bugfishers long for the ride. Well, that's just marvelous. Okay, I actually may have to use my focus ability here. Let's use this to speed things up a little bit. Okay, that took care of the small ones. Sarah still has a few more grenades. There we go. Oh dear, oh dear. Mysterious Nox Morta.
That was not what I expected.
Best bogfisher ever.
Mortizan will want to hear about this.
Well, apparently this one isn't hostile anymore. Okay, yeah. Let me loot this. Shit. Helm of the Dragon Hunter. Okay, yeah, sure. Let's go back and talk to the Mortizer. Also, I need to report back to Harding anyway, so let's do that. Here we are. Harding, where are you? Oh,
Have
over
you
here.
seen the plans for the new camps? Tree houses. It all sounds awful and precarious.
So you don't like tree houses?
Don't you like the idea of tree houses?
It's a good idea, in theory. Up where the wild animals can't get us. But having solid ground so far, far below me with nothing but air in between us is Just...
So you're afraid of heights?
Who would have thought? Scout Harding afraid of heights.
Me? No. No. I'm not afraid. Who's afraid? No one's afraid. I love being up high. Lovely views, fresh air, birds flying at my head. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a little uncomfortable with heights. Don't tell anyone.
Seems to be some sort of dwarf thingy. Anyway, yeah, I found Grandin.
I've news about Scout Grandin.
Maker. Don't tell me. He's dead, isn't he?
Yes.
Yes, he is dead.
Another one gone. Just like that. You never get used to it, do you? Maker. I'll miss him. The boy was great company. Terrible jokes, but that was a part of his charm. You know?
Do you have anything to chat about,
I
maybe?
thought we could catch up.
What's on your mind?
Okay,
We'll
apparently
continue
nothing
this
new here.
another time.
See you soon, Inquisitor.
Alright, also, I have one more requisition that I picked up. Oh, two actually, right, the arena. Well, I guess I'm going to craft this as well. Totally forgot about that. And yeah, a book binding. These hundreds of pages of strange conspiracies are all out of order. Bind them into a book to make more sense of them. There we go. Did we actually get anything from that? Give the book to the conspiracy theorist. Where would I even find that guy? Yeah, this is the Mortizan. Okay, it's back in the hold as well. Actually, I may want to get another team. I've been running around with this one for, well, roughly 2 hours now. Even though it will probably translate into a much shorter episode. Where's the damn change party sign? Over here, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I guess Iron Bull can come along, and yes, I will bring Cassandra once we once we attack the Hacken Knight outpost. Anyway, let's go and speak to the Mortizan again. Alright, we killed the Nox
Please do
Morta.
not keep me in suspense. Your haunted stare speaks plainly of an encounter with the Nox Morta.
Yes, I found the Nox Morta. Is the Nox Morta a bogfisher, by any chance? A large, aggressive bogfisher?
Bogfisher? That quaint nomenclature inadequately describes its lesser kin. And here is whom they must serve.
Why didn't you...
I told them to have proof of its existence. Minds shall be enlightened. Though when enlightenment comes at the cost of such fearful truths, I must wonder at its tomb. Permit my humble gratitude to reflect the risk taken, your worship. Where's Dunnage? I must draft a letter to the university.
Well, yeah,
I should go.
I'll leave you to it then.
Inquisitor.
Okay, we completed this quest as well. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'm going to return to the hold. Also, I remembered there was some giant wandering around these plains, so I guess I'm going to deal with that as well. But first of all, let's return to the hold. And try to turn in some of our quests.
See any wares you like?
I found some writing of yours,
I found some notes scattered across the basin. I believe they belong to you.
I lost them in a wind and... a book? You turned the pages into a real book.
Is that all right?
It's beautiful. Here, in return, a fine runestone from the old Tevinter ruins. It's the least I can offer.
Yeah, about your book series.
I read some of your notes. Do you really believe everything you wrote?
Everything has an explanation, Inquisitor. Through the actions of men or the gods. We're all connected in a web of amazing things. I feel it. I only need the right vantage to see it.
Oh, can I recruit you? Yes, let's do that.
I could use an experienced traveler to go far and wide and write back what he saw.
You wish me to join you? Your Inquisition?
You'd be paid to visit places all over the world. It might give you that vantage you seek.
By the gods, all of Thedas. And you'd pay me to write to you? You'll not regret this. I'll give word to Thane Sunhair, then join your hold.
Alright. Quest completed. I haven't actually read the note, to be honest. So maybe I should do that at some point. Anyway, right, I can turn in those fate-touched creature things that I found, and I need to speak to the augur.
Be welcome.
Yep, I met an exile in the woods.
I met a mage in the woods who said she used to be an augur's apprentice.
Sigrid Golsdotten. She left the hold when I told her she must release her teacher.
Aren't you her teacher?
She might have heeded me if I were. Or perhaps not. It's time the spirit in her was free.
She's possessed, and you do nothing.
Every mage in the hold is made one with the gods until they're strong enough. I thought Sigrid strong enough. Exile was her own notion.
So why did Sigrid exile herself?
Why did Sigrid go into exile?
Sigrid built an altar by the shore for her rite of thanksgiving. A ritual to part her from her teacher. Sigrid claims her offering was spurned by the gods. The spirit remains with her, and she's taken to exile.
All right.
I should be off.
Farewell.
So, investigate the ritual site. Oh dear, this quest still continues.
Fine work.
But, yeah, let me maybe deal with the other quest first. Yeah, this is someplace else. Let me deal with this one over here first. Alright, so now we have to make a decision. As far as I understand it, we can either give the gift to him directly, but then Finn would sort of lose his name or something like that. Or we can give it to him, and I presume he will just pretend that he hunted them, which is kind of cheaty, but it would help him to preserve his father's name. So that is a bit of a predicament. We want to help him, of course, but we also want to respect the customs of these people. So yeah, I don't know. I think I'll give it to him. Let's do this.
Inquisitor.
So yeah, here, take the offering.
Here, an offering for your father. From you.
Inquisitor, I can't.
Consider my gift to the Hold a gift to you. Though perhaps don't spread that around.
But the Huntmaster...
said he'd accept an offering from the hand that gave it.
I don't know what to say.
Say the words he would want. Fly to the lady in peace and come back soon.
Thank you.
Well, that was actually a pretty clever way to twist around
I'll let
words.
you rest.
Lady keep you.
Alright. Return to the woman preparing the bodies. Okay, let's do that. I think it's actually on top of this. No, this is where the arena is. And the woman may be somewhere down there. Okay, let me get to that place.
I'm told our Huntmaster prepares an offering from Finn Coldenson. Nothing more's been said. I will only thank you for paying hospitality to an invalid. I must complete the preparations. A strange turn of events may not make Colden's journey any easier. The gods measure both outcome and the actions, or deceptions, behind it.
Alright, I see.
I should be off.
Lady keep you.
I hope this is going to work out for him. Anyway, yeah, I think I'm going to make a cut here because this episode is already far too long and I have to cut it down significantly. I have a few more quests. I don't know what to do with this one. I mean, I have all the approval, but it's still in my journal, so I'm just going to ignore it for now. I think this can be done at the start of the next episode. And this one, I presume this is just going to be a lot of fighting, so I may do this off camera, or if I consider it worthwhile, I may put it in a bonus episode and upload it today. Later, I guess this would be a good compromise. But other than that, we can start the next main mission in the next episode. And yeah, I definitely need to edit this episode a bit. But as you can see, I have done all the quests. I have been to the Shard door, the Astrarium door. I've fought all the Fate Touch creatures. So I will probably cut away some of the less interesting quests from today's episode. But I honestly don't think you're missing that much. There were some interesting quests in this area, but a lot were just the usual, you know, collection quests or fighting stuff and all that usual stuff. But yeah, anyway, let's make a cut here, and in the next episode we will finish the last loose ends, and then we're going to attack that Winter Fortress, I guess. So thank you for watching, and see you again next time.